Hi everybody, here is another visual pattern challenge. And if you've been following along and doing these visual patterns up till now, I think this one is going to be a piece of cake for you. You should have this down pat by now. If this is new to you though, you might want to just pause the video here in a second and try this out. The way this works, we've got steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see how the pattern changes over those steps. Your first job is to predict how many of these boxes are going to be in step 5. And then if you choose to accept an even greater challenge, see if you can predict how many in step 43, and can you write an equation that would predict any step at all. So that's the challenge. Pause the video, give it a try. All right, so I think the first thing to do here is just to visually see if we can figure out what's going on in the pattern. And we start with this 3 boxes in kind of an L shape, and I see that pattern right here, and it looks like we're adding the same thing. We're just adding another 3. And then let's see, this much is pattern 2, step 2, and then we're adding a number 3. And then in step 4, we're adding a number 3. So it looks like at each step we're adding 3. We can verify this by being careful and making a chart. So we'll put the step number in the boxes, and in step 1 there's 3, in step 2 there's 6 boxes, in step 3 there's 9 boxes, in step 4 there's 12 boxes. And if we look at the difference between the number of boxes in each step, 6 minus 3 is 3, 9 minus 6 is 3, 12 minus 9 is 3. It keeps going up by 3. So this is a constant rate of change in the pattern, and we know that that means it's what's called a linear pattern, and we can use this equation y equals mx plus b, the equation for a line, to model it. But we probably don't even need that equation to predict how many in the next step. In step 5, we'll just continue following this pattern of going up by 3, and 12 plus 3 would be 15. So that's our prediction for step 5 is 15. But let's work on this formula. When you're using y equals mx plus b, this slope-intercept form, the slope is what we put in for m, and in a pattern, the slope is the rate of change from step to step. And this pattern, it increases by 3 every time, so that's what the m is. It's 3. It's that rate of change. So far we've got y equals 3x, and then there's this plus b, and that's the thing you have to add or sometimes subtract to make it all work out. So what I usually do is I take this chunk of the formula and try it out and see how it's working. So y equals 3, and where you have the x, that's where you put in the step number. So 3 times 1, and when you look at that, that does equal the number of boxes. So it looks like we don't have to add anything. So this would be y equals 3x plus 0, or just y equals 3x. You don't even have to write the plus 0. Let's just verify this. Let's try it with step 2. So y equals 3 times step 2. Yeah, that's 6. 3 times 2 is 6. That's how many boxes we have. In step 5, it would be y equals 3 times 5. That would be 15. So pretty simple equation this time. Y equals 3x. And then we can use that to figure out how many in step 43. And it should be pretty easy because we just put in 43 for x, and we just have to multiply 43 times 3. So let's see, 3 times 40 is 120, and 3 times 3 is 9. So that is 129 in step 43. Well, how did it go for you? Did you ace this one? Did you get the equation? Did you get the right numbers? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.